What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some gaming content in the near future, give this video a like. If you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, let's speak about the Miami Dolphins, man. It's time for the Miami Dolphins 2019-2020 team preview, man. And again, I don't want to talk your head off, so let's go and let's get into it. If you guys don't know, we speak on the offense first, and we speak on the defense. And before we even do all of that, we speak about the coaches. So let's go and speak about the coach, because there is a new coach in Miami. There is a new coach in town. And his name is Brian Flores, man. Brian Flores. And for you guys who don't know Brian Flores, I'll just give you a quick little breakdown. He's part of the Belichick tree, man. It's part of the Belichick tree. Was the Patriots linebacking coach. Yeah, he was a previous Patriots linebacking coach, and you know, he also at times he used to call plays. He used to call some plays for the Patriots. Now, you know, of course, he wasn't able to call all the plays. You know, that's Belichick's job. Belichick is a defensive genius, but this is not a video talking about Belichick being a defensive genius. It's all about talking about the Patriots, man. Brian Flores, a Brooklyn native, but this is his first time being head coach in the NFL, man. So it's gonna be interesting how it works. And personally, I think it should be really well. It should go really well. But anyway, that was just a little rundown through the head coach of the Miami Dolphins and Brian Flores. But we're gonna speak about the offense how we usually do. And man, there's a lot to speak about, man. A lot of uncertainty about this offense and just about the team in general. But since we speak on the offense, let's start off with quarterback. Of course, quarterback, you're the leader of the offense. You're usually leader of the team, so it's going to be interesting how this works out. But of course, they traded for Josh Rosen, who was a rookie last year. Started for the Arizona Cardinals, and then they also brought in Ryan Fitzpatrick in free agency, and we all know about Ryan Fitzmagic. So let's go and speak about that, man. Now, who do I believe is going to win this quarterback competition? I think that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going by week one, by the season opener, I believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be a starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. But of course, you know, Josh Rosen is there to pretty much solidify their future. They didn't have a future quarterback, and you know, Josh Rosen is there to pretty much be their future quarterback of the team. At least that's what I think it should be. But you know, they brought in Ryan Fitzmagic, you know, because like, this is a team that's going to say they're a rebuilding team. They're not really in winning contention last year, even though they did pretty well last year. Of course, Ryan Tannehill was their quarterback pretty much, what was it, like the past 5 to 6 years? 5-6 years, Ryan Tannehill has been their quarterback. Ryan Tannehill was pretty good. He was pretty solid. Dealt with a few injuries, though. Couldn't stay on the field consistently. And the Dolphins were just not with Ryan Tannehill anymore. Just weren't with it. And they went in another direction. And Josh Rosen, I'm going to speak about Josh Rosen real quick, though. Because even though I say Ryan Fitzpatrick, I believe he's going to start off as a quarterback by week one. There's some things for that Josh Rosen does pretty well. Like, I get a lot of Aaron Rodgers vibes. Not how he can throw on the run, and even his arm talent, in my opinion, is not as good as Aaron Rodgers, but just the way that he handles himself. And then the thing is, Josh Rosen throws a beautiful deep ball, man. There's no way to get around it. And he threw a very good deep ball last year. And I know a lot of people say he's probably trash and he's not good. he did terrible with the Arizona Cardinals. That's why they traded him and, as a rookie. Look, you gotta remember, man, the Arizona Cardinals literally had like the worst offensive line last year. There's probably only one team that probably can contend for worst offensive line in the NFL with the Arizona Cardinals last year. But Arizona Cardinals pretty much had the worst offensive line in the NFL. And for you guys who don't know football, man, offensive lines are important, man. Without a good offensive line, you can't have a good quarterback that can run. If you don't have a good offensive line, your quarterback's not going to have time to find an open receiver. Also, with an offensive line, you can't run the ball. Just ask David Johnson. David Johnson, a season before, was one of the best running backs in the NFL. In 2016, David Johnson was one of the best running backs in the NFL. Came back after injury last year, and dude was not 2016 David Johnson, man. Offensive lines are key, man. And I think the thing about it is, I think there's a few things to like about the Dolphins' offensive line. Something like Laramie Tunsil, you know, there's more potential on this offensive line than it is with than it was in Arizona. So I think Josh Rosen can succeed. But do I think is he going to start week 1? No, I think they're going to let Ryan Fitzpatrick start week 1, especially since it's Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it seems like every single year Ryan Fitzpatrick always starts strong with a new, especially when he's with a new team. Of course, we know about Ryan Fitzpatrick. I said Ryan Fitzpatrick. He was Ryan Fitzpatrick for the first 4 weeks, man. So who knows? Ryan Fitzpatrick comes out strong and turns into Fitzmagic in the first 4 weeks. Hey, something could be pretty special for Miami this year. But anyway, that's what I feel about the quarterback situation. I think Josh Rosen can be a pretty good quarterback in this NFL. So that's pretty much how I feel about the quarterback situation. But let's speak about the running back, man. You guys have a talented running back in Miami, and his name is Kenyon Drake, man. Kenyon Drake he made a lot of plays last season, man. Makes a lot of big plays. I remember him making a play and just, you know, running the ball. He ran the ball 70 yards. So many people out. The guy is super elusive. I mean, he's y'all start running back. Expect many plays from him. Catch the ball at the backfield. He'll probably get a 1,000 rushing yard season this year because, I mean, even though, like I said, they brought in Josh Rosen, have Ryan Fitzpatrick, I'm not sure if I expect him to throw the ball 40 times a game. So I expect Kenyon Drake to have a pretty good season. Now, the thing about the Dolphins, and another reason why I don't expect them to throw the ball that much, is because they don't have that many good wide receivers. They really don't. If we run through their wide receiver core, they had Devontae Parker, who's pretty solid. He's solid. I'm not sure if he's a number 1 wide receiver because that's what they have him playing right now. But they have Kenny Stills also. I didn't have Bryce Butler, and I believe Bryce Butler, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he played for the Dallas Cowboys, and he showed some potential over there with the Cowboys. So maybe they can get the best out of Bryce Butler. I know he was a pretty good slot receiver with the Dallas Cowboys for a little bit, but then dealt with a few injuries. Maybe they can get the best out of Bryce Butler, but we've seen what Kenny Stills is about and Devontae Parker. I think Devontae Parker is solid. Of course, Kenny Stills has the speed to be a deep threat, but I mean, nothing too exciting, man. If you're the Miami Dolphins, you might as well pull a trigger on a player like Dez Bryant or Michael Crabtree. There is a few good wide receivers still on the market. I think that's one of the things that's getting overlooked right now. There's a few good wide receivers on the market right now, Crabtree and Dez Bryant, who I think can make a good impact go into any offense. So if you the Dolphins don't have that many targets on the offensive side, go after somebody like a Michael Crabtree or Dez Bryant. The Titans situation, I heard about this Mike Gesicki guy. I really haven't watched all that much tape on him. Mike Gesicki, I heard a few good things about him. I do know about Dwayne Allen, pretty good tight end, pretty good blocker, can catch out the field. Of course, part of those Patriots teams. I believe he played with the coach for a bit. Also, am I mistaken? I know he played for the Patriots for the previous years. He was a pretty good backup tight end for Rob Gronkowski. So maybe they're going to show a lot of 2 tight end packages this year, especially with not having a lot of wide receivers on their team. That's really good. So we'll see what's good with that. The offensive line actually looks like it has potential to be pretty decent. Jordan Millis is there. I remember him being pretty decent with Buffalo. You got Daniel Gilcourt. I believe he played for San Francisco. Pretty good. He was a veteran tight end. I'm not tight end, offensive lineman. What am I talking about? I heard that he's been all right, but the guy that I think that can really take this offensive line to another level is Laremy Tunsil. Of course, I believe he was drafted. Was he drafted in that 2016 year? I believe that's what I want to say. He was part of that 2016 draft. But part of the 2016 draft, and Laremy Tunsil has potential, man. He has potential to be one of the best tackles in the league. And some people might think he's already a top 10 tackle. I think he has potential to get even better. So the offense right now doesn't look good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It really doesn't look good, but there's some potential. Like I said, Kenyon Drake, he's gonna make a lot of plays. Josh Rosen, like I said, has potential to be a really good quarterback. Gives me a lot of he gives me a lot of Matt Ryan. The way how he throws the ball is similar to Matt Ryan. His throwing motion is kind of similar to Matt Ryan. So. And you got Ryan Fitzpatrick, who we know can get hot in the beginning of the season. So we'll see how that takes y'all. But what I want to talk about is this defensive side, especially with them bringing in head coach Brian Flores, who is more of a defensive-minded head coach, or coach in general. So let's speak on it. Excuse me. Let's speak on it. Of course, they drafted the defensive tackle in Christian Wilkins. I expect them to make an immediate impact. Of course, did his thing in Clemson. And I know Clemson has brought in a few good defensive linemen in the past few years. So I expect Christian Wilkins to be another good defensive lineman coming out the draft. So that's pretty much all I really want to speak on the defensive line, because there's really nobody else that I recognize on here. Davon Gugugas. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I have seen his name pop up, and some Dolphins fans I've seen on Twitter have shown me some highlights on him. He looked pretty good, but that's all I can pretty much speak on defensive line. I just think Christian Wilkins is gonna raise his defensive line to new levels. All right, so let's speak on their linebacking core. The linebacking core looks pretty sus in my opinion. It doesn't look that good. It looks pretty suspect in my opinion. There's really nobody on this linebacking core that I just know that can come in and make an impact. I know they drafted a linebacker, so of course linebacker is a concern, which it should be, because it's not looking good for y'all on that linebacking side, man. Y'all just gonna have to improve when it comes to your linebacker core. This linebacker core is looking pretty weak, looking like they can get taken advantage of. Especially, it's key, man, when y'all facing a team like the Patriots, who they don't have tight ends anymore, so you don't gotta face Gronk anymore. But they'll still pick you apart. We all know that Tom Brady, he loves to throw the intermediate pass, and he'll take advantage of it right there. And that's all. and it's huge having linebackers. So I mean, linebacking core not looking so great. Not looking so great. That's gonna be something that you guys gonna have to improve in the future. This is linebacking is definitely something I see you guys drafting in the upcoming years. Now let's speak on the best part of your defensive team, and that's y'all secondary, man. Shout out to the Miami Dolphins secondary. Y'all secondary is the bright spot of y'all defense. Definitely the bright spot of your defense. Let's speak on it. Of course, you guys signed Xavier Howard to a 5-year, $75 deal. Believe $39 million of it is guaranteed. Man, that's a whole lot of bread, man. Salute to players getting paid, man. It's always lovely to see NFL players getting paid, especially in the NFL, man. In general, I love seeing athletes getting paid, but especially in the NFL, man, because, you know, they try to discount everyone in the NFL, man. So it's always great to see someone get paid, especially a young cornerback, man. It's Xavier Howard. He's already ranked as a top 5 corner on Pro Football Focus or whatever. Only 25 years old. He's going to be one of the biggest parts of your team just moving forward. So you got that. You also got Fitzpatrick, who Michael Fitzpatrick, who showed a lot of potential as a strong safety. Believe wasn't he a Pro Bowler? Oh no, I'm bugging. This is a guy from Alabama. Yeah, he showed a lot of potential last year as a strong safety. You got T.J. McDonald, who's always showed spurts of being pretty good, and then you still got the veteran Rasheed Jones, who I like. You guys even brought Eric Rowe from New England, so y'all secondary is looking pretty good, especially y'all safety position. Now it's all about finding another cornerback to pair around Xavier Howard, because you got Xavier Howard at that right cornerback position, but then you got Bobby McCain as your left cornerback. And no shots at Bobby McCain. Bobby McCain, he's been in the league for a while now. Or I'm thinking about the wrong person. I was thinking about some. I was thinking about another McCain. My fault. So it says Bobby McCain, another young cornerback. Personally, I don't know much about him as much. I'm pretty sure Miami Dolphins are going to inform him on me. But, you know, secondary is still a bright spot in your team. You got Xavier Howard, Fitzpatrick, and you got Rasheed Jones. That should be good. Y'all secondary should make some plays. I could probably rank y'all as a top 15. I don't know about top 10 secondary. Top 15 definitely. Top 10 we get it starts to get pretty tight. So that's pretty much about their defense, man. Y'all just really gotta really work on that linebacker position, man. The linebacker position is not looking that good. I like how y'all drafted defensive line. That's a great way how to get the front 7 started. Drafting Christian Wilkins, have some pretty good defensive ends. So we'll see what's good with that. But I ranked the offense. Oh yeah, before I rank this team, I do want to say Brian Flores is going to be key on how the secondary develops. And the thing is, Brian Flores, he was also a linebacking coach, and I did say y'all linebacking core didn't look so good, but with Brian Flores as your head coach, the previous linebacking coach, if he can come in and get the best out of the linebacker, out your linebacking core, maybe your linebacking core is not going to be as bad as I think it would be. So that'll be interesting how that plays out. But I ranked the offense. I talked about the offense. I talked about the defense. Talked about the coaches. So that leads it now to ranking the teams. And it's time to rank the teams. So I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. I don't want to do Dolphins fans dirty, and I love the city of Miami. Enjoy watching LeBron and D-Wade do their thing in Miami a few years back. But I'm finna have to rank the Miami Dolphins in tier 5, man. I gotta put y'all in the worst category. In my opinion, you guys are you guys are rebuilding, man. It's rebuilding time, whether that's tank for Tua or whatever, or just whatever. I just think you guys are not even in win now position. I think you guys are just looking forward to the future. I think that's one of the reasons why you guys signed Xavier Howard to a long-term deal. You guys just want to go into just look to the future, man. I guess that's a big thing. But going into the season, you guys are a terrified team. Like, I gotta keep it a buck. I can only be objective. That's me being objective, man. You guys are a terrified team. You guys have potential to be really good. Yes, definitely. Excuse me, but just going to this upcoming season, you guys are one of the least talented teams in the NFL, and yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say. If you Dolphins fans have something to say about it, cool. I'm definitely would like to hear your opinions about your team, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, one season gaming content in the near future, give this video a like. If you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.